Born Caron Salmon on April 19, 1985 in Kingston, the artist known as Kabaka Pyramid rose to prominence as one of the leading voices of Jamaica's modern reggae revival, blending roots reggae with the cadences of dancehall and the sharp lyricism of hip-hop. A Grammy-winning musician with a fiercely independent streak, his journey has been shaped as much by spiritual grounding and family bonds as by global acclaim. He was raised in a relatively comfortable Kingston household, an upbringing he has openly reflected on as both a privilege and a challenge within a genre that often elevates hardship narratives as proof of authenticity. His mother, Marcia, anchored the home in church life, filling it with gospel music and hymns. Those early sounds formed his first musical memories, and as a child, he began recording his own lyrics on his mother's tape recorder. By high school, his ear drifted toward hip-hop and dancehall, influences that would later become central to his distinctive style. Family remained a constant presence in his creative life. His brother, known professionally as Supernova, became a key collaborator and early mentor, teaching him how to navigate music production software and helping him develop the technical side of his craft. Although Kabaka Pyramid keeps many details of his family life private, he has consistently emphasized family above all, surrounding himself with relatives and longtime friends in both his personal world and his professional team. After finishing high school in 2002, he moved to Florida, where he spent several years focused primarily on hip-hop, performing as a rapper and refining his lyrical agility. Early recognition came when one of his tracks appeared on a mixtape by DJ Green Lantern, offering him a glimpse of international attention. In 2008, he returned to Jamaica and co-founded the independent label Bubble Rock Music, which became his creative home base and the foundation of his fiercely independent career model. His breakthrough arrived in 2011 with the EP Rebel Music, recorded at the home studio of Protégé. The project crystallized his fusion of roots reggae, dancehall, and rap, announcing him as a leading figure in the emerging reggae revival movement. 2 years later, the compilation album Lead the Way debuted in the top 10 of Billboard's reggae chart and earned him a Juno Award in Canada, while Jamaica's Reggae Industry Association named him Breakthrough Artist of the Year in 2013. Global recognition followed with his debut full-length album Contraband in 2018, executive produced by Damian Marley. The project broadened his audience and marked the beginning of a close creative partnership with Marley, whom Kabaka Pyramid has described as both mentor and brother. That relationship deepened with his second album, The Calling 2022, which topped iTunes reggae charts in multiple countries and went on to win Best Reggae Album at the 65th Annual Grammy Awards, cementing his place on the world stage. Despite his growing profile, Kabaka Pyramid has remained notably private about his romantic life. He rarely shares details about partners or relationships, choosing instead to speak publicly about music, spirituality, and social responsibility. A devout Rastafarian, he frames relationships and family within a moral and spiritual framework, often describing his closest collaborators, especially his brother and childhood friends within the Bebel Rock Collective, as family rather than mere business partners. Financially, he has never presented himself as a celebrity preoccupied with wealth. His earnings are rooted in independent label ownership, global touring, and digital success, with much of his income reinvested into his music, his studio, and community-focused projects. Public estimates of his net worth vary widely and remain speculative, a reality he has met with indifference, emphasizing sustainable independence over displays of affluence. Outspoken and principled, Kabaka Pyramid has not been without controversy. In 2024, several dates on his European tour were canceled following allegations of anti-Semitic content connected to reposted social media material. He publicly rejected anti-Semitism, stating that his views were taken out of context and reaffirming his opposition to hatred and violence of any kind. The previous year, he drew industry debate after criticizing the dancehall artist Valiant for cultural appropriation in the song Rasta, a stance that provoked rebuttals from figures including Conscience. He has also challenged what he sees as the glorification of drugs and scamming in contemporary music, a position he reiterated during his performance at Reggae Sumfest in 2023. His activism has extended beyond music. At times, his performances have been curtailed when his lyrics turned toward sharp critiques of government policy and international financial institutions. He has voiced solidarity with global protest movements and spoken publicly in support of Palestinian freedom, positions that have earned both praise and criticism. Even songs intended to confront social evils, such as Trample Dem, aimed at condemning child abuse, have sparked debate for their militant tone, despite being used by Jamaica's police in campaigns encouraging the reporting of crimes. Professionally, his creative base remains in Kingston, where Bebel Rock Studios serves as the hub for his writing, recording, and production. Philosophically, he has expressed skepticism toward conventional ideas of land ownership and capitalism, advocating instead for community-based resource sharing and self-sufficiency. Though his stage name references the royal title of the Kabaka associated with the Kingdom of Buganda in Uganda, he has no personal claim to those lands. The name functions symbolically, reflecting authority, heritage, and responsibility rather than property. Today, Kabaka Pyramid stands as a bridge between generations of reggae, honoring roots traditions while carving out a modern, globally resonant voice. Grounded in family, faith, and fierce independence, his biography is one of constant negotiation between conscience and career, an artist determined to speak truth as he sees it, even when that truth courts controversy.